Welcome back in news tonight. As the Charlotte Hornets season continues, we are learning more about standout player Terry Rozier and his family.
His mother, Gina Tucker, details his upbringing in her new book, The Blaq Print. In it, Tucker talks about motherhood, her daughter's battle with cerebral palsy, and Terry's career. Our Deshaun Brown sat down with her to discuss what led her to write it all down.
I was thinking all this time, lying to myself that I'm healed from my trauma, and I wasn't.
This is the story of one woman's pain, perseverance, and now perspective. For Gina Tucker, this is her story.
I think I cried when I held it in my hands for the first time.
And one she wasn't sure she'd share.
But I started the process to really getting healed. And when I started that process, I was like, other people need to hear this.
In addition to being an author, Gina Tucker is most proud to be a mother. Among her children is Hornets guard Terry Rozier, with their journey among the chapters in her new book, The Blaq Print.
The Blaq Print for me is like, you know, when someone has a blueprint, they have the blueprint to get it done. So the Blaq Print for me is how I navigated through life.
From the first few lines in chapter 1, the stories offer a candid look into Tucker's journey. Weaved throughout, there's her path through a pill addiction, domestic violence, and gang violence. Like in chapter 1, red flags everywhere.
I hear a lot of people say sometimes, like, you have a choice. And I don't feel like I had that. I feel like I was forced to pick a side when I was younger. And you stayed with that side, and they kind of protected you. If you were in that neighborhood, it was no hiding.
And then there's the last chapter, called Gina's Soul. It starts with the 16th pick of the NBA draft.
How much of your story did he know or did he experience growing up?
Oh, he experienced a lot, and a lot of people don't know. Terry had a rough childhood upbringing. He actually slept in a tote for maybe a week or two when he moved with my mom because he did not want to leave my house, but it was the safest thing for him to do, like, because people were after his father, and I just didn't want him to hurt my son. So he grew up around the guns and everything, so he knew it, he saw it, but came out of it.
For Terry, that often meant finding solace here. For their family, Tucker wrote they'd all draw strength from her daughter, Tredasia.
At the time, I was 15, and they told me she wouldn't live past 2 months. She was on a heart monitor and a breathing machine. And at that time, I had lived through a lot, and I just put all my faith in God.
Tredasia was diagnosed with cerebral palsy and lived much longer than doctors predicted. She's 31.
Just seeing her get around and never complaining, and just, you know, in a wheelchair and a walker, like, we, in our household, if she's not complaining, bet nobody else complain.
What allowed you to heal? And I recognize healing is a process, but what's allowed you to do that?
I think writing this book and being real with myself, and I'm still healing. It's a journey because something can happen tomorrow, you know? So it's a journey, but me knowing that, not blaming the younger me anymore, and taking who I am today